Okay, let's see how we're doing. All right. Let's see how we're doing. There, we got one person on. Okay, 4 people. I want to wait until you're on. There we go. And we're back. Wendy Rowe, hi, Kels. So how's that sounding now? Is it back on? Are we good? Yeah? Susan Owen, that's all I care about. Am I back on? Yeah. Now, how the fuck much did you lose? And was it going throughout that song? When did it happen? What happened? Tell me. It's just been a comedy of fucking errors. Okay, sounds better. It should sound normal now, completely and utterly. On, Pedro, thank you. Is this sounding normal, Pedro? And how much did you miss? And did it fuck up in the first song? Yeah, no crackling. There you go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Was it crackling at the front? I give up, you know. Oh, the beauty of life. Fuck off. Anyway, so here's the thing. Where can I get better? Thank you so much. It's probably some, you know, it's like one bloody lead, you move it, and it's like, your ass explodes. Anyway, anywho, so what I was getting to is the fact that, yes, Brits can't say the truth to each other. We can't speak. It's very hard for us to be emotional with each other. I have learned to, and I'm glad that I did. But of course, and I'm glad that I got to with my father and he to me, and it was amazing. And that was a real breakthrough. But we're not good at this, are we? Let's talk about dogs, gardening, politics, anything but. So, as I said, when it came to actually recording this song, this next song, which has this oceanic theme, very much about my father and me and our love of it, but also of him being that powerful person that I looked to and I loved so much but couldn't tell. And so again, over imaginative brain, his love of water, my love of water, that sense, I decided that I was going to write a song called Poseidon. You'll see why. And the voice that it had to be with me singing this song just had to be Richard Thompson. What a voice, what heart. And Richard and I, who, as I said, it became so much a part of my life, so important, such a mentor, but such a great friend, and an inspiration to me, musically, and in the way he lives, the way he's on tour, the way that we've spent our time together in life. What we realized together is that when you're away from home, as Richard and I spend a lot of time, I mean from Britain, there is a yearning that comes out in your voice, in your music, in the things that you do, and we have that in common. We very much have that sense of yearning, and nothing says yearning as much as this song. So I hope you'll listen to the original with Richard. It is an absolute blinding beauty. That man's voice, his guitar, what can I say? But here is, for my father, Poseidon. No cracking. I promise. How can a raindrop steal an empty sea? How can a harsh word calm a child? How can the silence betray the truth in me? Why must we read between the lines? For I have loved you, my darling, for 1,000 years, and I will love you until the end of time. But you're as deep as any ocean, and I'm a drowning man. Oh, Poseidon, won't you throw me a line? And if I go to heaven and sit amongst the clouds, then will I tell you how I feel? I wish that that I was braver. I wish we weren't so proud. 'Cause what I want is all that we conceal. And I have loved you, my darling, for 1,000 years. And I will love you until the end of time. But you're as deep as any ocean. I'm a drowning man. Oh, Poseidon, won't you show me a light? Oh, Poseidon, won't you show me? Okay, so I hope that sounded better. I hope it did. I think it did. Yes, let's hope so before the last one, which is the, oh, thanks, Sue. It's always, like I said, half fear, half joy playing these. But yeah, Poseidon. And it really is a, you know, there's something, I'm glad that you all enjoyed the duet that I just put up with myself and Julia Ford, and there's something about certain voices together that is chemical and really special. Thank you all so much, thank you. And I must say that's the same thing with Richard and I. It's thanks, Wendy. I think that's one of the reasons why he always, you know, whether it be with Sandy Denny or Sean Colvin or myself, Christine, any of these people, you know, women with Richard's voice, and of course the fabulous Linda Thompson. It's always that feeling, you know, that sound that is so beautiful with certain voices, and I'm so happy that I happened to be with Richard and myself. So I hope you have listened to the original one, 12 hours. As I said, it's absolutely stunning. So now the last song today, now that we've stopped crackling, and there's a man with a face with hearts, and I love that, and I don't even know what it says because I'm so far away, but I love it. I love it. I'm along the lines of truth telling is this next song, and it's very important, this one, because this really is about truth telling. I think a lot of these things about being able to say the truth, of being able to live truthfully, live honorably, your full self, and to be able to say rather than hide, whether it's your feelings or who you are. So it was during this time when I did 12 hours, which was 2003, that I found myself knowing a few girlfriends. Hello, cut to, don't we all know these situations, who were with the worst fucking people. I mean, male and female, it doesn't matter, but the worst relationships. Some who were unbelievably abusive, very abusive, but they were unable to leave them or to walk away from them because it was their fear of being lonely and alone, mostly of being alone. So they'd rather put up with the devil they know, as it were. And it reminded me of myself when I was living in London before I met Harry, and I was in a really mentally tortuous and abusive relationship with somebody who it was awful. And I was very fucked up at that time, as you all know, and I thought I deserved to be punished, and I also thought, because my self-esteem was so unbelievably low, and I was afraid of being alone. I'm lonely, and when I did leave him and I got to live by myself with my best friend around the corner, and I suddenly realized how fucking marvelous it was, and how sometimes it actually is better to be alone. Most of the time, if you're in that kind of relationship, it really is. It's better not to have friends that make you feel terrible than to have them just for the sake of it. It's better to do anything, you know, rather than put up with it for fear of. That's really it, isn't it? And now I think about myself now, and at that time, that's what I was thinking. I've come on even so much further, but it's when you realize how different things are and how different they seem to you with experience, with the years passing, you suddenly realize the things that would have seemed like life-ending situations, heartbreaking, like it was going to, literally life would be over, you'd now just shrug off and laugh and just go, oh fuck, like, you know, last week's For Fuck's Sake, for example, I would have been crying and gone to bed. There was a time when I would have, literally, if I'd had that bad a visual. Anyway, take things so seriously. But, you know, and I understand people want relationships of substance. I do too. That's how I was. I was never a quick shag type of person. I always wanted substance. I always wanted the real thing, the long thing. I'm very Shakespearean that way. I want love. So that's why I wrote this next song, which happens to be another thank you, an allusion to, and something I took from Shakespeare. Yeah, yes. Maybe that's why I'm wearing this mutton shirt, because the show ends with Shakespeare. Because we all want Romeo and Juliet. That's what we grow up believing. That's what we want in life. But the truth is that ended pretty fucking badly, I think we'll all recall. Romeo and Juliet ends badly. Let's just remember that. So, you know, and I hoped again, because I couldn't say these things to my friends. I could only say yes, and I understand, but I couldn't say just get the fuck out, because at the time I knew that they wouldn't take any notice of me. So I wrote this song hoping that maybe the penny would drop and they'd listen and they'd hear it and they'd recognize it and understand. But of course they didn't. They didn't. But ultimately it ended in their own time, as things do. So here is Pray For Me. This one's hard. Romeo and Juliet. Funny when you're old enough and wise enough, you laugh at stuff that used to make you cry. 'Cause everybody holds on to someone who'll do, for fear of being lonely. So throw him over, Juliet. He's a loser, he's a user, he's no Romeo. And I know how much you love him, but you have to let him go, darling, before he turns you. Just doing my vocals here. Here we go. I've got it. I've got what I've done now. I think I know what's happening. Does that sound better? Now I'm not the voice of reason, I just own all the things I've done. See you suffer, but it's a lesson that must be won. See, you're not ready to enjoy the view, so you compromise yourself in this way. But everybody has a choice and has a voice. It's better to be lonely sometimes, but throw him over, Juliet. He's a loser, he's a user, he's no Romeo. slowly all over. Juliet, okay, so I now realize the problem. I now realize the problem. I guess I'm just gonna basically hit wrong fucking buttons for the next 2 weeks, or maybe not. Thank you, Sue. Hey, do we think that I should be repeating? Do you want to hear any of those songs now as they are meant to be heard, or are you just so bored now you just want to give up living? What do you think? Should I do Poseidon or Nothing Lasts Forever again? Can I ask you? Can you somebody tell me? Do you want to hear either of those songs again? Because I will fucking well do them the way they're meant to be done. If only I'd hit the right button. Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. I'd like to hear what you think. In the meantime, thank you all so very, 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 very much. Oh, what a klutz I am. Like I said, we're at the end now. We're at the end, for fuck's sake. We're at the end of 12 hours. This is the end of 12 hours. Encore! Who would like to hear? Okay, I just want to say, do you want to hear Nothing Lasts Forever? Do you want to hear? I'll do them again right now. Bang, bang, one after another. We're doing it. Here we go. What a twat. Oh, God. Here we go. All together now, everyone. You know the words. Noah was a good man. He was sitting up on top of that hill. He said, oh, you find fair weather friends, listen to me. Won't you let me help you? Cause no one else will. All together now. Nothing lasts forever. So the good book says nothing lasts forever. Get into your clothes. You can sleep when you're dead. You know, I've had my share of worries, and I have lived under the clouds of fear. And this hairdo. You can forget all your sorrows, forget about your tomorrows, darling. Well, funny how you want to live when you think the end is near. Believe me, nothing lasts forever. So the good book said nothing lasts forever. Get into your clothes, you can sleep when you're dead, you know. And every day you have is a blessing, and every smile's a friend you can lean on, and everyone you love is the dressing, the icing on the cake. Oh, Noah was a good man. He was sitting up on top of that hill, and he said, still an angry sea. How can a harsh word calm a child? How can the silence betray the truth in me? How can I read between the lines? For I have loved you, my darling, for 1,000 years, and I have loved you until the end of time. But you're as deep as any ocean, and I'm a drowning man. Oh, Poseidon, won't you throw me a line? And if I go to heaven and sit amongst the clouds, then will I tell you how I feel? I wish I was braver. I wish we weren't so proud. 'Cause what I want is all that we conceal. 'Cause I have loved you, my darling, for 1,000 years, and I will love you until the end of time. But you're as deep as any ocean, I'm a drowning man. Oh, Poseidon, won't you throw me a line? Oh, Poseidon, won't you throw me a line? That was more like it. Sorry, folks, for the glitch before, but that's how it was meant to sound. So I'm hoping that you'll be happier now. Not that you were unhappy before, but I'm glad that you tell me when the sound is bad, because for fuck's sake, it was my fault. What a twat, I hear you say. Or is that just my inner dialogue? Who can tell? I love you so much for hanging on in there, for telling me that. And we finally got through it. For fuck's sake. Mark Traves, thank you so much. And what I am going to do with Pedro, dear Pedro, you're listening, your ears are burning. There are two songs that the one from Mopping Up Karma that I forgot to do. Thank you, Rhino, for reminding me. Let's Hear It for Love, one of my favorite songs. Seriously, I said about them all, but they're my babies. What can I say? You can't choose between your children, can you? And yet, I'm trying desperately. So from Mopping Up Karma, Let's Hear It for Love, and from this album, Sneaking Suspicions, I'm going to actually do a version of those with Pedro. So and we'll post those, because I think those would be two really good ones to do in a little bit of a different way. So until Wednesday, what I am going to leave you with is this marvelous thought coming very soon. It might be as early as the end of this week. I'm actually going to do a live stream, the first live stream, Leland Sklar, Pedro Segundo, and myself doing the songs, performing the songs of the here and now. I think it's so important to keep those songs going, being the times that we're in. I think you know what I'm talking about. Election. So I'm going to be doing that, and watch this space, because I'm going to keep you posted as to when exactly that's happening. And I hope you'll all jump on and watch that with me. And again, it'll be all of us in this together. So thank you guys for being there, and
for always being just the best audience. I feel like I know you all. Many of you I do, but those I don't, I feel like we're a beautiful community. So again, you have been watching, yes, For Fuck's Sake, with me, Judith Owen. Same time, same place. Good sound from the start. Maybe this time, fucking hell, for fuck's sake. I will see you Wednesday. Love you all. Take good care of yourself. You know what to do. Masks, washing, 6 foot. Keep it up. Love you to bits. Take care of yourselves. I will see you Wednesday. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye, guys. I'm leaning in. Here I come. Mwah.